Happy Friday. It is of the Lord's mercies that we are not consumed, because his compassions, they fail not, for they are new every morning. Great is the Lord's faithfulness. Thank you for joining me here on this late edition of Life Flow Daily Devotion. Well, on this week, we've been discussing expanding your capacity. And on this Friday, we want to close out by encouraging you to expand your capacity to overcome. There is a term that you may or may not be familiar with that's called life trap. A life trap is a term that refers to a pattern of destructive behaviors and incidents that begin in childhood, but they reverberate through life. It begins as a result of something that happens to you, and that's absolutely out of your control, but it continues by self-inflicted behavior. We've become so used to being hurt that we create unnecessary situations that cause us to be hurt. If you look at the life of Jacob, his life mirrored a toxic situation. His name, by definition, meant deceiver, and boy, did he do a lot of it. He deceived his brother. He deceived his father. He deceived or tried to deceive his father-in-law and ended up being deceived himself. Over this 20-some-odd year span of going back and forth, we see lots of strained and stressful relationships. Does this seem familiar to you? Are you continuing to place yourself in harm's way? Jacob experienced a struggle that would change the course of his forever. He demanded a blessing in Genesis chapter 32, but he got much more than he bargained for, because what he got was an identity change. He got a new normal. God said to him, "You're no longer who you were. You struggled, but you've prevailed." This simply means that you have proved to be more powerful than what was opposing you. You're absolutely in your winning season. I want to encourage you that just like Jacob, you have an opportunity that, although you may have had toxic situation after toxic situation, God has designed you to be an overcomer. And this just may be the very moment that your great encounter, that your great identity change shows up on your behalf. And if this is your moment, do yourself a favor. Don't miss your moment. You are absolutely more powerful than what's been opposing you, because God is with you. Thank you for joining me this week. Pray that you've been blessed, and I pray that you would overcome. Until next time, please remember, life happens in the flow.